प्रेम रस रूप अगाधा राधा. It is an introduction of Sri Radha. Who is Sri Radha and what is the benefit of remembering Sri Radha, being with Sri Radha? So in the first line, Shri Mahaji is explaining Prem Ras Roop Agadha. Agadha means unlimited ocean of Prem Ras Roop. She is the unlimited ocean of the nectar of love and beauty. You have heard it many times that the highest level of love is Mahabhav. In Mahabhav also, there are two levels, Rood Mahabhav and Adhirood Mahabhav. And Adhirood Mahabhav also it splits into two parts, Smadhan Mahabhav, Mudan Mahabhav and Madhan Mahabhav. The gopis or any other jeev can reach up to Rood Mahabhav. They cannot reach beyond it. Beyond Mahabhav is Adhirood Mahabhav, where only Sri Krishna can reach. In Adhirood Mahabhav, there is one Modan Mahabhav, which changes into Mohan Mahabhav at the stage of Viraha. And beyond that, there is Madan Mahabhav, which is reserved only for Sri Radha. Thus, the zenith of love is Sri Radha. Madan Mahabhav is the only state in which only Sri Radha can reach. That is the state of Sri Radha. Sri Radha is the embodiment of Madan Mahabhav. So, that's why Prem Ras Roop Agadha. That's why Shri Maharaj is saying that she is the unlimited ocean of divine love. And she is also unlimited ocean of divine beauty. There's no one who is more beautiful than Sri Krishna. All the great Atmagyanis, Brahmanandis, Amalatma Paramhans, any matter of the world cannot attract them. Nothing is beautiful for them. But if they also see Sri Krishna, just a glimpse of Sri Krishna, they have just a glimpse of Sri Krishna, and they become unconscious. They're in so much bliss from the beauty of Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna is so beautiful that when he looks his own being in the mirror, then he also gets enchanted on his own beauty. And he thinks that I wish I could be Radha and I could enjoy this beauty. He's so extremely beautiful. All Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, they all are attracted on the beauty of Sri Krishna. But that Sri Krishna also extremely attracted towards the beauty of Sri Radharani. So there is no limit of the beauty of Sri Radharani. So because the highest bliss is found in love only. We are looking for the bliss. And there are many levels of bliss. Starting from this planet, Manushyalok, There are 10 more levels of the material happiness. All kind of happiness could be divided into two: bhukti and mukti. Bhukti means the happiness of this world and thereafter. There are 10 more levels of material happiness. This is Manushyalok, then Manushya Gandharvalok, Deva Gandharvalok, Pitrilok, Ajanas Dev Lok, Karmadev Lok, Nitya Dev Lok, Indra Lok, Brahaspati Lok, Prajapati Lok, and Brahma's Lok. Altogether, there are 10 levels of bhukti, the material sukh, 10 levels. But the happiness of all these planets is very limited and for the limited time, very temporary. So no one can be satisfied with any level of material happiness, which is called bhukti. And the second one is mukti. Mukti means when you are free from Maya. Maya is ignorance. When we are free from ignorance, Maya has gone. Now you will enjoy true happiness. But that true happiness also have three levels. As I explained it yesterday as well, that the first level is the level of Brahmanand, then Paramatmanand, and then Anand of Bhagavan. It was explained that Brahmanand, although the Gyanis think that I know God now, I have realized God. They are called Brahmanandi. That I am attaining the bliss of Brahma. But as a matter of fact, they don't. They don't know. They say that I know God, but they don't know because they haven't seen. They cannot enjoy the complete bliss, the bliss of his darshan, the bliss of his body, the bliss of his virtues. They cannot attain, they don't even know how he look like. They have no idea. They have inkling. They have an idea of the bliss of Brahma, Nirakar Brahma. And they enjoy it so much, they think that there's nothing beyond it. And those who worship Mahavishnu, they see God. They are not having only the light of God. They are not enjoying only the bliss of God. They are enjoying the bliss of His darshan. They are enjoying the bliss of His being, of His divine form as well. The virtues, the abode, everything. They are enjoying that. But still, because they cannot attain premanand. That's why that is also not the highest bliss. The highest bliss is attained by Bhagavan when he descends on this earth in the form of a human being. Mainly, there are two avatars which are complete: Paravastha avatar or Purna avatar, Ram and Krishna. Because they descend like a child, like an ordinary child, and then they grow up to the age of 16. And we attain the bliss of their association, their beauty, their virtues, their pastimes, their abode, everything immensely, unlimitedly. We enjoy that. But in these two avatars as well, the avatar, Ram and Krishna avatar is superior because we cannot enjoy the bliss of Madhurya Bhav in Rama avatar because Rama avatar was only to teach the modesty. How should you behave like a son, like a father, like a king, like a subject, like a brother, etc. So Madhurya Bhav is the highest bhav. The highest kind of bliss could be attained in Madhurya bhav. Madhurya, in any other bhav or Madhurya bhav as well, there are two kinds of devotees, Sakam and Nishkam. The Nishkam Bhakt are much more superior than the Sakam Bhakt. But Krishna Bhakto Sakamo Pivaranya Khalu Sevakat. If he is the devotee of Sri Krishna, and especially if he is the devotee of Madhurya Bhav, then even if the devotee is Sakam, she is better than any other devotees. Like Kubja. You have heard there are three levels in Madhurya Bhav: Sadharani Rati, Samanjasa Rati, and Samartha Rati. Sadharani Rati devotees are those who love Sri Krishna. They don't love anyone. They don't like anything else. They love exclusively Sri Krishna only with Madhurya Bhav, but for their own happiness. They love because they want their own happiness, the happiness of their senses. That's why they love Sri Krishna. That is the lowest class of Madhurya Bhav devotees. And Kubja belong to this level of Madhurya Bhav, lowest level. But Shukdev ji admired her love a lot. He says, Duraradhyam Samaradhya. Who Sri Krishna is Duraradhyam. Who can attain Sri Krishna? The great Brahma, Vishnu, Shankar, they are trying, but they cannot even attain. But Duraradhyam Samaradhya Vishveshwareshwaresham. She desired only, although she had a kamana, she had a desire that I want his happiness. I want happiness of my senses, but I want that happiness only with Sri Krishna. She was extremely beautiful before. And many devtas offered that I can get married with you, but she rejected everyone because she had only one desire, that I want to get married. I want this love only from Sri Krishna. Yovrinite, the Shukdev ji is saying that those who desire for the material things, Kumnishyaso, that is Nindani, that is reprehensible. But she desired only for Sri Krishna. So although there was a kamana, there was a desire, but still because she desired only for Sri Krishna, that's why she is better than any other devotee. So Madhurya Bhav, the bliss of Madhurya Bhav is highest, but in that also the bliss of Samartharati is highest. And Samartha, what do the Samartharati devotees do? They love Sri Krishna only to serve Sri Krishna, to make him happy. They do not desire for anything which they like. Like when we are given the seva, many of you were going to Maharajji, and Maharajji was giving his sevas to many devotees. It was always a desire, oh, I wish I could have that seva. I wish I could have that seva. Oh, Maharajji gave me this seva. She got that seva. I wish that I could also have received that seva of Sri Maharajji. So we want seva also according to our choice. We are happy if we are given the seva according to our interest, our choice. But the gopis never thought. It never came in their mind that what do I like? There is no question of their liking. They always thought, what does he likes? Whatever Sri Krishna like, They were always willing to do that. All the time it was in their mind that what should I do to please him? So because they were constantly thinking about the happiness of Sri Krishna alone, and Sri Krishna loves, Sri Krishna thinks about the happiness of Sri Radha only. That's why a real devotee of Sri Krishna thinks about the happiness of Sri Radha and Krishna both. Because if they know, if I cannot please Sri Radha, then Sri Krishna will not be pleased. To please Sri Krishna, they have to please Sri Radha as well. So all the devotees of Samartha Rati, they love Sri Krishna as their beloved, and they love Sri Radha Rani also as their Swamini, because she is the Swamini of our Swami Sri Krishna also. She is the Swamini of Swami. That's why she is our Swamini as well. So those who love Sri Radha, Sri Radha is the highest personality, and those who love Sri Radha, what do they attain? Soi binu badha पाय प्रेम रस जोई राधा आराधा. They attain prema ras, the highest level of love, the highest level of samartharati. They reach up to Rud Bhav, that is the highest bhav for all the jeev. They attain the highest kind of love, binu badha, without any obstacle. There is no obstacle for them. They attain the highest kind of bliss. What is the highest bliss? I told you, the bliss of love is highest. But in that bliss also, there are many kind of levels. The bliss of Vrindavan, the bliss of Kunj, the bliss of Nikunj, the bliss of Nirbhit Nukunj, the different levels. The highest level of bliss is Nirbhit Nikunj. And there are two other kinds of bliss as well. Those who love Sri Radha, for them, the bliss of Ras and the bliss of Maharas. What is Ras? Rasayate iti rasaha. When all kind of nectar of love shower constantly, then it is called Ras. जहां पर लगातार रस की वर्षा हो, रस बरस रहा हो, प्रेम का रस जहां बरस रहा है, उसे रास कहते हैं. In this ras, only the gopis of Samartharati and Sri Radha Krishna, they are there. All the gopis dance with Sri Radha and Sri Krishna. That is ras ras. And there is Maharas ras as well. What is Maharas? When all the nectar of all kind of sentiments of divine love rain torrentially for constantly for one kalp in unlimited limit, that is called Maharas. In Maharas, there are thousands of gopis dance. Thousands of gopis dance in Ras as well. In Maharas, there are thousands of gopi, but there is one special thing, that there are thousands of Sri Krishna as well. There are the forms of Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna reveals himself according to the number of the gopis. Shri Krishna is with each gopi. Angana mangana mantare madhavo madhavam madhavam chantare rangana. Ittamakalpite mandale madhya go venuna sanjagau devaki nandana. Angana mangana mantare madhava. Angana means gopi. One Shri Krishna is there between two gopis, and there one gopi between two Shri Krishna. In that order, they are standing in a circle. Thousands of gopis are there, and what is going on in Maharashtra? All of them are dancing and singing. When the music of Maharashtra starts, it spreads in all the universes. There are many who hear that music. In fact, we were also there when the music of Maharashtra started, when Lord Krishna played his flutes, first of all. Then we also heard that the sound of the flute. What did we say? Oh, yeah, who is playing this flute is good. It's very good, nice. And then we were busy in our work because our mind was dirty. It was not pure. So we could not get it. But Brahma, Shankar, Naradji, etc., everyone heard that music and they were immensely attracted. They became desperate to reach there where the music sound was coming from, but they could not. Naradji is Abad Gati. He can reach in any planet, anytime, just like this. But he kept on roaming in all the universes where this music sound is coming, but he could not reach there. So it is so attractive music. Everyone is singing, dancing, and the ras, the prem ras, is raining torrentially. It could be attained only by those gopis who are completely surrendered to Sri Radharani and Sri Krishna, who have no other desire at all except the pleasure of the divine couple, Sri Radha and Krishna. Their mind is confined only to their desire. They have no idea, they never think about it that what is my choice, what would I like. There's no question of their liking at all. They go according to the liking of Sri Radha, Sri Krishna. That's why it is also said in our scriptures that the gopis are the Kaya Vyuh Sarupa of Sri Radha. Kaya Vyuh Sarupa. Kaya means body. So the gopis are like the mind of Sri Radha and Sri Krishna. What is in the mind of Sri Radha right now? What is in the mind of Sri Krishna? If we want to know, see what the gopis are doing. Because their mind is always connected all the time. Their mind is attached to Sri Radha Krishna only. That's why they could know that what do they desire right now, what do they want right now, and they started doing the same thing. So soi binu badha pay prem ras joi radha aradha. This highest prem ras is attained only by those gopis who are completely surrendered to Shri Radha Rani. Then what do they do? What do they attain? Nitya vihar karati bani sahachari virahana ras pal adha. So they attain the chance to jaunt with Shri Radharani all the time. Yes, Sahachari means those who always jaunt with Shri Radharani. Sahachari means who goes with, who attain the association all the time is called Sahachar. Sahachari. As a Sahachari who always accompanies Shri Radharani, they attain that pad, that position in the group of Shri Radharani. They always join wherever Shri Radharani goes, they go there with Shri Radharani. तो नित्य विहार करति बन सहचरी विरह न रस पल आधा. They do not have separation from Shri Radharani even for a fraction of a second. You must be thinking that when thousands of gopis are going, suppose Shri Radharani is going from her palace to Gehavarvan, and she is accompanied by thousands of sacharis, thousands of the gopis. Then the gopi who is at the back, she is getting virah. How can she see Shri Radharani? How can she listen to what Shri Radharani is saying? When Shri Radharani is jaunting, she is going, all her ornaments are jingling. This very sweet sound is coming out of them. Those who are near Shri Radharani, they can hear it. They can hear what Shri Radharani is saying. They can see what Shri Radharani is doing. They can enjoy the smile of Shri Radharani. But those who are behind, how can they smile? How can they see? How can they enjoy the situation of Shri Radharani? It happens in this material world, but not in divine world, because they have Yog Maya power. Nobody is away from, is not far from Shri Radharani even for a fraction of a second. No matter where they are standing, Shri Radharani is always with them. They feel, they feel the presence of Shri Radharani all the time. They are never, never, never separated from Shri Radharani. So they are going together. They always have this privilege, they have always this opportunity to join with Shri Radharani all the time. They are never, never, never separated from Shri Radharani even for a fraction of a second. No matter what kind of seva they are doing. Different kind of sevas are given to them. Suppose some seva is going to be held in Madhvi Kunj. So there 7 gates are made. And the duty of one gopi is at the first gate. So she is at the farthest distance. And then the one who is standing on second gate, some gopis are third gate, fourth gate. And the one who is standing on the 7th gate, that is nearest from the Nikunj. So probably we can think that she is the luckiest person who is standing at the 7th gate, nearest to the Nikunj. No, it's not so. The one who is standing in the first gate, she thinks, Nicho tahal wali jaye. I am so lucky. I am so blessed that I am standing over here. Because they feel the presence of Sri Radha, Sri Krishna all the time, everywhere, equally. And they are happy to attain some seva, no matter on which gate they are standing. Anywhere they can stand, but they enjoy seemingly. There's no difference. So, Soi binu badha pay prema ras. They are attaining the highest prem, the nectar of highest prem. And rasana virah pala adha. They are not separated from Shri Radha even for a fraction of a second. नित्य विहार करति बन सहचरी विरह न रस पल आधा रास ही रिझवत सानुराग नित ताल राग स्वर साधा. Rasa hi riझवत. As I have explained that every day they play ras. In ras, the gopis are dancing with Sri Krishna and Sri Radha. They're enjoying. At that time also, Sri Krishna is plundering the nectar of love, and they attain it every day. It is not accessible even to Brahma, Shankar, Vishnu, etc. They are always coveting for that. I should also get one glimpse. They don't want to attain the ras. They know that I cannot attain. Brahma is the sevak. He is the das of Sri Krishna. How can he attain the ras? But they all want to attain one glimpse. If I have just one glimpse from somewhere, I will be the luckiest person. They think like that. But the gopis attain this ras every day. Maharas happens once in a kalp, but ras is done every day with the gopis. So Rasrahi Rijavat Sanurak. What do they do over there? They there also, when they are dancing with Sri Krishna, and Sri Krishna is also plundering love to them in Maharas as well. Sri Krishna is standing with each gopi and he is trying to please the gopis. He is making their makeup and saying something to please gopis, doing something to please gopis. His all actions, all his behavior, all his thoughts are confined only to please that particular gopi with who he is dancing. So what the gopis are doing, when the gopis know that he is doing this action to please, to gratify this desire of human being, then they make that desire. They do not have any desire from their own side. Their desire is called tadatmya bhav desire. Means according to him, if Shyam Sundar wants to embrace a gopi, so instead he comes to them to embrace that gopi, they go themselves so that he doesn't have to come. They will show like, this is my desire, embrace me. But this is the desire of Sri Krishna. So when this ras or maharas is going on, the gopis are trying to please Sri Krishna there as well. They also do the same what Krishna is wishing to do for them to please them. That's why Sri Krishna said, न पारये हम निर्वद्य संयुजाम स्वसाधु कृत्यम विबुधायुषापि वा यामा भजन दुर्जर गृह श्रृंखला समृश्य तद्वः प्रतियातु साधुना. I can never be acquitted from their debt. The gopis, they're so much dead on me from the gopis. I can never be acquitted from them. Why? Because I don't know. Other devotees want something. They desire for something. Somebody says that give me love. Somebody says that yes, let me go. Let me cross this ocean of Maya. हमारा कल्याण कर दो, हमें दर्शन दे दो, हमें ये कर दो, वो कर दो. The gopis do not desire for anything at all. And if they have a desire, their desire is to please me. So, to please gopis, I have to please myself. In that way, my debt is increasing all the time. Whenever I want to be acquitted from their debt, then I have to please myself. In that way, my debt towards the gopis is increasing all the time. Gopis there also, in Ras, in Maharas also. The gopis are trying their best to please Sri Krishna. Whatever he wants to do, they will offer the same thing. Before he says something, before he expresses his desire that what he wants to do for you, they already offer the same thing to Sri Krishna. So nitya vihar karati bani sahaj rasa hi rijvat sanurag nit tal rag swar sadha. Imagine thousands of gopis are there. They are dancing. They had no practice. They didn't do any practice. They never planned that what rag should we sing, what tal or what rhythm will be there, on which rhythm we have to dance. They had no practice or no meeting at all about it. that what we are going to do. In that situation, when thousands of gopis are dancing without any planning, without any practice, then the sound should be like kabar tabar, it should be so unpleasant. If four girls are dancing here, they have no practice. Somebody will sing something else, other girl will sing something else, somebody will dance in some other rhythm, and somebody will dance in other rhythm. It will be so unpleasant. But because all of them think about Sri Radha Krishna only, they are called the mind of Sri Radha Krishna. They know what is in the mind of Sri Radha, what is in the mind of Sri Krishna. And all of them are alike. That's why whatever comes in the mind of Sri Radha, the same thing comes in the mind of all the gopis. That's why there is no difference in rhythm, no difference of rag, no difference of tal, nothing like that. When they are singing, different. They are singing in different rag because the Maharaj went on for one kalp. So there are some rag which are sung in different times. The time, the prayer of the rags are different. If they are dancing in the night time, like there are some rag which are sung only in the first prayer of night, which is called 9 to 12, like rag bihag, rag malkons. They are sung only from 9 to 12. Rag sohini, 3 to 6 in the morning. Bhairavi, 6 to 9 in the morning. So the time of these rag is different, is fixed, and it is sung only in that time only, then it looks sweeter. The sweetness of rag is revealed only when they are sung on the right time. So different time they are singing the different rag, and all of them are singing the same rag. One is having alap, one is having tal. Everything is so closely blended with each other. There is no difference of rag, tal, rhythm, anything else. So rasa hi rijhavat sanu rag nit tal rag swar sadha. Everything is accurate. The tal, the rag, and the time, the rhythm, everything is accurate. It is completely mixed with each other. There's no difference. Nirtat nitya hav bhavan so kahi dha tirikit dhadha. And now they are hav bhavan so. They are showing many kind of gestures when they dance. In dancing, there are many actions of hands, legs, eyebrows, eyes, face, lips, neck, shoulders. So there are different kind of actions in the dance. The gopis are doing the actions of the different part of the bodies according to the bhav of Sri Krishna, according to the desire, according to the feeling of Sri Krishna. Their actions blend with the present feeling of Sri Krishna. They are dancing according to that. Nrityat nitya hava bhavan so. Kahi dha tirikit dhadha. These are the bowl of tabla. When tabla is being played, then the sound of tabla, according to the sound of tabla, there are some words which are called the bowl of Krishna, no, the tabla. And these are the bowl of a particular kind of dance which is called Kathak dance. Kathak means Kathanak dance. Means this dance reveals some kind of story, some kind of bhavana. Something is going on. What is going on? What does this story, the dance, what kind of story is telling? It is expressed by Kathak dance. So they are dancing It means they are revealing their bhavana, their story. The story of love is revealed by the dance of Sri Krishna, by the dance of Sri Radha, by the dance of the gopis. They are blending with each other. This kind of dance is going on. Everyone, Brahma, Shankar, Vishnu, etc., they are listening to the music. The music of the pile of all the 10,000 gopis, the music of the ornaments of Sri Radharani, which is sweeter than that, the music of the flute of Sri Krishna, which is sweetest. So they are listening this music and they are desperate to come, desperate to have just a glimpse of that Maharaj, but they cannot reach. But only those devotees who love Sri Radha, who are surrendered only to Sri Radha, who think about only Sri Radha and Krishna. Their mind works only for Sri Radha and Krishna. The greatest happiness turns into greatest misery if Sri Radha and Krishna are not happy with that thing. The greatest misery becomes the greatest source of happiness if Sri Radha and Krishna are happy. This is their devotion. That is their bhavana. That is their seva. They are meant only for this kind of seva. So निरतत नित्य हाव भावन सो कहिधा तिरिकिट धाधा लहि कृपालु इमि युगल रास रस धन्य होति बिनु बाधा. In that way they attain the highest kind of bliss. They attain the yugal rasaras, the beautiful pastimes of Sri Radha and Krishna both, and thus they become blessed forever. रूप अगाधा राधा प्रेम रस 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 राधा प्रेम रस राधा प्रेम रस रूप अगाधा राधा प्रेम रस अगाधा राधा प्रेम रस रूप अगाधा राधा प्रेम रस रूप अगाधा राधा प्रेम रस 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 रूप
अगाधा राधा प्रेम रस
रूप रूप अगाधा राधा प्रेम रस
रूप अगाधा राधा प्रेम रस
राधा प्रेम रस
राधा प्रेम रस
प्रेम रस
प्रेम रस
प्रेम रस
प्रेम रस
रूप अगाधा राधा प्रेम रस
रूप अगाधा राधा प्रेम रस
सोई बीनु बाधा पाय प्रेम रस सोई बीनु
बाधा पाय प्रेम रस
सोई बाधा पाय प्रेम रस
बाधा पाय प्रेम रस
पाय प्रेम रस
प्रेम रस
सोई बीनु बाधा पाय प्रेम रस
सोई बीनु बाधा पाय प्रेम रस
जोई राधा आराधा 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 प्रेम रस
राधा प्रेम रस
राधा प्रेम रस
राधा प्रेम रस
राधा प्रेम रस
रूप अगाधा राधा प्रेम रस रूप अगाधा राधा प्रेम रस नित्य विहार करत बानी साहचरी
विहार करती बनि सहचरी
नित्य विहार नित्य विहार करत वाणी सहचरी
नित्य विहार करति बनि सहचरी
करत वाणी सहचरी
करति बनि सहचरी
करत वाणी सहचरी
करति बनि सहचरी
नित्य विहार करत वाणी सहचरी
विहार करति बनि सहचरी
विरह नरस पल आधा प्रेम रस
रस पल आधा
विरह नरस पल आधा प्रेम रस
रस पल आधा
राधा प्रेम रस राधा प्रेम रस प्रेम रस प्रेम रस प्रेम रस विरह नरस पल आधा प्रेम रस
रस पल आधा प्रेम रस
राधा प्रेम रस
राधा प्रेम रस
रूप अगाधा राधा प्रेम रस रूप अगाधा राधा प्रेम रासही झवत सानुराग नीत
रिझवत सानुराग नीत
रासही झवत रासही रिझवत सानुराग नीत
रिझवत सानुराग नीत
काल काल स्वर साधा रस
काल राग स्वर बाधा प्रेम
काल राग स्वर साधा प्रेम रस
काल राग स्वर साधा प्रेम रस
राधा प्रेम रस
राधा प्रेम रस
राधा प्रेम रस
राधा प्रेम रस
रूप अगाधा राधा प्रेम रस रूप राधा प्रेम रस रूप अगाधा राधा प्रेम रूप निरतात नित्य हाव भावन सो निरतात
नित्य हाव पावन सो
निरतात नित्य हाव भावन सो
निरतात नित्य हाव पावन सो
भाव भावन सो
पावन सो
भाव भावन सो
पावन सो
कहीं धा तिर कीट धा धा प्रेम रस
कहीं हाथीर गीत धाधा प्रेम रस
कहीं धा तिर कीट धा धा प्रेम रस
कहीं हाथीर गीत धाधा प्रेम रस
धा धा प्रेम रस राधा प्रेम रस कहीं धा 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 तिरकिट धा धा प्रेम रस तिरकिट धा 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 तिरकिट धा धा प्रेम रस धा ओ धा धा तिरकिट धा धा प्रेम रस राधा प्रेम रस राधा प्रेम रस ओ प्रेम रस प्रेम रस रूप रूप आधारा धा प्रेम रस रूप धा प्रेम रूप आधारा धा प्रेम राधा प्रेम राधा प्रेम रस रूप राधा प्रेम रस पालू इमी युगल रास रस नहीं पालू इमी युगल रास रस
पालू युगल रास रस
युगल रास रस
युगल रास रस
युगल रास रस रास रस रास रस पालू इमी युगल रास रस होती धन्य होती बिनु बाधा प्रेम धन्य होती बिनु बाधा प्रेम रस ओ प्रेम रस प्रेम रस प्रेम रस रूप राधा राधा प्रेम रस रूप राधा प्रेम रस 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 ओ प्रेम रस प्रेम रस प्रेम रस प्रेम रस
राधा प्रेम रस
राधा प्रेम रस
राधा प्रेम रस
रूप अगाधा राधा प्रेम रस रूप राधा प्रेम रस बोले अलबेली सरकार की जय, श्रीमद सतगुरु सरकार की जय। जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे।